Welcome to Meals. Movie Meals. I am your host, Liam, and we are going to be trying the signature drink from the James Bond series, the Vesper Martini. Bond first appeared in the 1962 film Dr. No and would go on to appear, 27 more times, making him one of the most enduring movie characters of all time. It's because he's hammered. He's hammered. He doesn't know what he's doing. He somehow kills people just drunk out of his mind off these Vesper Martinis. Fun fact for you movie meal goers. Kind of a letdown. But James Bond actually didn't say shaken, not stirred first. It was Dr. No in the first movie, the 1962 film. James Bond didn't actually say it until Goldfinger in 1964. Whatever. So, I mean, there's all this hype about this fucking martini. Let's just find out why Jimbo Bond tries it. Why does he like it? Why does he order 27 fucking martinis of the same... And it's got to be shaken. Oh, God, help me if it's not shaken. Not stirred. Not stirred. So let's try it shaken and stirred. See which one's better. Cheers. Just to let the people know, this one is shaken, this one is stirred. So let's give it a go.
Okay, I'm gonna speak right away. It's bitter.
Yeah.
That's the first taste I get.
Yeah, I mean, it has an overwhelming vodka taste.
Which is kind of weird, because it's the least of it is, well, the least of it is the Lillet, I guess, but there's a lot more gin than vodka.
Yeah, I mean, it is a vodka martini, so I guess...
Because the flavor stands out, you're right.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You don't really... It almost like... I guess if you had like a very high complexity palate, almost, you'd probably be able to pick up on these flavors. But I'm a vodka Sprite, vodka soda guy. So, I mean, this is not in my ballpark. If somebody who likes kind of, straight up vodka type drinks, maybe if you're like a vodka tonic fan or something like that along those lines, you would like this drink a lot more. I like a little more flavor in my drink, so I don't think this one is going to do it for me. James Bond, I'm sorry, buddy, you're tough. I'm not. That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It's not the most strong tasting drink I've had. That's good. It's all alcohol. There's nothing but the lemon flavor to like relieve the alcohol taste.
It doesn't even taste lemon.
But I'm saying it's such a little piece of it is this little lemon peel. Otherwise, yeah, it's just 3 kinds of alcohol, and they're not terrible together. I could drink this, but I'd rather have something in there that kind of alleviates the taste.
I think this is the third drink of the night, is what it is. Is when you get a little, maybe the 5th. When you get a little bit going, you have a couple strong ones that have some flavor in it, and you say, okay, I'm feeling a little loose now, I'm a little more buzzed. Then that's when you get into the vodka, the vodka martinis, the Vesper Martinis. You don't really care how strong it is. These are strong. You get that really, it hits you like a truck. It's like a very crisp, immediate taste, and that's not not how I go, not how I roll.
I see what you're saying.
I will definitely say this: it is nowhere near the White Russian that we tried. Nowhere near it.
Oh, the White Russian is still my favorite movie drink, but we gotta try.
Did you go that way?
Shaken. I flipped it for you. I promise.
It for me. All right.
I've learned. Did you move this at all?
I did not.
Then I have to rotate.
You
it.
do
Okay.
grabbed it, I think. All right.
Yeah, I
so-
didn't rotate it. Right.
All right, now I'll try this.
So-
this
Let's
What else?
let's decide the debate.
I'll-
Shaken or stirred?
all right, let's try stirred down the toilet bowl. Yeah.
To me, it's shaken. I like this better. Not by much, but what do you think?
And it's funny. Before you said that, I kind of hesitated, but I think I like stirred better.
That's interesting.
So
Maybe it's
I think it's psychological. I think it's psychological because
a first taste sometimes with alcohol can be like
yeah,
a little surprise, like a little much.
Yeah.
And the second sip, not as much.
Exactly. I think that's
So
kind of
maybe.
what it is. Is maybe we were used to eating. We did several
I'm
episodes
gonna give you
before this,
back.
and we were used to eating some good foods, and I think that this kind of hit us first. Like, oh, this is a change.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It is
no,
definitely a stark contrast to some of the other drinks we've had.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is the best shaken or stirred. I think I like it slightly better stirred rather than shaken. I think James Bond is a little nuts. I think James Bond's a little... He's just lost his mind a little bit here.
Yeah.
But, overall, not a high-quality drink. I think it's, one of those high-class drinks you get at some fancy bar where you're going to pay like $80 a drink and you're totally fine with that. So, a.k.a. just psychotic people.
Pinkies up, that kind
Yeah,
of.
pinkies up, kind of, old time. You got that old money type deal.
Mm.
Ain't me. Can't be
Yeah.
me. Can't be me.
I would say, if you're James Bond, think about this. If you're James Bond, you're constantly fighting people
Yep.
and in extreme circumstances. And so when you're relaxed as such an intense person, like an overtly aggressive person and all these other things, do you think this kind of drink maybe it is relaxing because he's got such an extreme lifestyle that this is actually a step down
I
for
think
him?
James Bond is an alcoholic. I think is what we're getting. That is James Bond.
That's one way of putting what I said. Yeah.
I think James Bond is an alcoholic, and he deals with his issues through Vesper Martinis. And I mean, to each his own. I guess he's stayed alive up to this point. So, I mean, I guess he's doing something right. But I think I can speak for a lot of people and say that vodka martinis are kind of not the way to go.
All right. Well, speaking of dying, and the title of the new movie being "No Time to Die," let's get into spoilers a little bit. We're gonna let you take a moment and leave. We have time codes for all these videos, so you can find the conclusion where we won't say anything else about the movie as far as the plot or anything like that. But for right now, until the conclusion, let's talk about the movie a little bit. And I don't want to ruin anything for anybody. So if you want to just go into the time codes in the description and skip this, I would do that if you don't want to know anything. You ready?
Yep, let's do it.
So we've both seen the movie. It's been out for a little while. It's the 60th anniversary this year, so it's been back in theaters some places.
Yep.
He did die in this movie. We
Yep.
talked about how he
I
survived.
I didn't really want to say that before, obviously, for the audience who hasn't seen anything. And I did say up until this point, so I guess this point I was referring to No Time to Die, but he does die in this movie. Yeah, it was a terrible ending. I mean, not literally a terrible ending, but a terrible ending for James Bond in the sense that
he
obviously
exploded.
He gets blown off the face of the earth.
If you're gonna kill Bond, do you think? Because you could go. Bond could go out classy, right? He could go out like he gets shot a bunch of times, and then he just kind of slowly.
You know what I don't?
He's walking forward, and then he just kind of goes down, and it's like a faint, quiet, classy death because he is like a guy in his nice tuxes and suits.
Looks like me.
But this Bond, Daniel Craig's Bond, I think they got it right? I think you blow him up. He explodes. He gets his ass kicked in every movie, right?
I think that this was the way for him to go in the sense that Daniel Craig was, I think he was done. Like, he didn't, I don't think he's coming back. I don't think he wanted to do anymore. I think this was a conclusion for him that needed to happen at some point. And
to James Bond.
to Daniel Craig's James Bond, because I'm sure
Daniel
there'll be
Craig.
another one. But yeah, you know what I thought about in the last scene of that movie
Bad
too?
luck not to drink.
You're right.
Even though I know you don't want to.
No, I don't. You know what I thought about in the last scene of the movie when I was watching it? Is he died on the island, and everybody's just watching these missiles come at him. And he's kind of standing there accepting his own fate. Why did he not run in as fast as he possibly could into the water and possibly survive? And I get that goes to the classy point of James Bond. But
It's beyond that. Here's the thing.
Survival.
I don't know.
Survival is classier than death.
I don't know if you remember this, though, in the movie. He learns that the love of his life is somebody he can no longer physically touch or she will
That's
die.
right.
And he lost his fight.
Yep.
He doesn't need
That's
to jump in the
right.
water. He doesn't.
I forgot
What else
about
has he
that.
got? He didn't have much to begin with. So his will to live is kind of low. It would be pretty unlikely that he'd live anyway. And then I think from a standpoint of outside of the movies, but actual practicality, James Bond had to die in such an obviously dead way, so Daniel Craig could say, "No, I'm not coming back. There's no, way I survived. I'm so dead that I've exploded into little pieces. There's no version of me that's left."
They
You know what I
blew
mean?
my ass off the face of the earth.
He said, "I'm never doing these movies again." He's totally done.
Yep,
So he
he's
wanted
out.
to explode.
Dan's out.
All right, yeah, Danny boy.
Danny boy got blown up.
They're almost even, so I don't need a different score. I don't know about you.
Yeah,
I don't need a
they're-
different score for either one. Shaken or stirred, I'd give a Vesper Martini a 4. What's to like? I don't know.
Yeah, I think I'm right there with you. I mean, again, you're right. Shaken and stirred, no different. Maybe a 0.2 point difference, so it's almost not even worth giving. I'm gonna say 4.3.
Again, you go above me.
Yeah.
You liked it more than me.
I
Maybe.
just
Depending on
know
what it
how
feels.
bad different things are gonna be, and
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I know it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. So I know that I can't possibly give this that low of a score, considering I know that there's many worse things to come.
It's
So that'll do it.
drinkable. You can have it, and you
It-
won't die
It's edible.
unless you had a lot of
It's
them.
edible. You can get it at a bar. You can get it wherever you want at a restaurant or
Yeah.
whatever. But it ain't good.
You might look cool with a Vesper Martini, but
But do I really look
but do
cool?
you really
with a Vesper
wanna
Martini right
drink
now?
this
Do I look cool?
drink.
I don't think I look cool.
I think you look pretty cool for a guy who's wearing a cornhole shirt.
Yeah, my cornhole.
You
I'm
dressed
repping
it
my
up pretty good.
cornhole.
You're repping it
Repping the cornhole.
under
league.
there.
All right, so that'll do it for this episode of the James Bond Vesper Martini. No Time to Die is out currently on DVD and Blu-ray, and you can also purchase it on Apple TV as well. Here's the question of the day. Do you prefer your martinis shaken or stirred? Please, again, let us know in the comments. So as always, if you guys have any ideas for any meals or delectable entrees, appetizers, whatever the middle meal would be called, if you want to just, give us a shout out, leave it in the comments, say, yeah, Liam, I want you to try something really gross, give this a shot, bang, throw it in the comments section, we will see it, we will try it, and we will let you know how it tastes. So that's it for today's episode of Movie Meals. I am your host, Liam. I will be signing off now. Consider hitting that like button and that subscribe button. That would be awesome. If not, that's okay too. Have a good one, folks, and we will see you in the next one, hopefully.